What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be doing a quick unboxing and review of a fragrance, an indie fragrance from the house of Rogue Perfumery. It's called Targhee Forest, and I'll just go through. I mean, I've used brief bit of this fragrance previously because I got a sample of this with my purchase of Bon Monsieur, that is again from the house of Rogue Perfumery. So I lucked out and copped a bottle of Targhee Forest. I'll be walking you through the scent profile and what I think about the fragrance in general, and we'll have a bit of a discussion on what the bottle is like and on the you know house of Rogue Perfumery in general. So let's get into it. So this is again the box, very simple. Nothing is popping out except Rogue is written in chrome. This thing is a sticker, as you can see. 75 ml. This is the uh, what do you call ingredients list, and it's a handcrafted perfume in Idaho Falls. As you would expect, it's an indie perfume. So coming to the box itself, it is very tight to open initially, and nothing special about the box. Funnily enough, it is so tight to open that, of course, there's no cellophane or anything that comes with it. Nothing fancy, in fact, all very basic. Uh, Funnily enough, like I was saying, it is so tight to open. In fact, I tore this the first time around, and this is the box of my Bon Monsieur. That is the same sticker thing that they have done, so it's a very easily produced box. You could see I've torn it in the exact same place, so yeah, I should give you an idea. Anyhow, putting the boxes aside, let's just come to the fragrance bottle. So this is the bottle itself, Targhee Forest, whatever. Rogue and Manuel Cross. Manuel Cross is the perfumer. So nothing on the sides, nothing at the bottom, no badge codes, nothing as such. This is the cap. Of course, it's that flimsy cap. It's a okay sprayer, I'd say. This is the cap itself. This has been cut and stuck, similar to that of Bon Monsieur. So yeah, it just fits in, as you can see. I think that these fragrances deserve better caps because they're so good. So for the purposes of this video, I shall use this cap for this fragrance, and lo and behold, it fits perfectly somehow. Anyhow, unbelievable how well it fits. Anyway, coming to this fragrance itself, Targhee Forest had was released in 2023, and I looked into it. Targhee Forest is located in the states of Idaho and Wyoming in the USA. So I'm not sure why that particular forest was chosen as a name for this. I don't like the design of this label. As you can see, the border is on the corner of this is not even, and this is also not centered. So the bot sticker can it looks off center, so it just pisses me off somewhat. Anyhow, coming to the fragrance itself, the first time it's a very green fragrance, and like Rogue Perfumery's, regular fragrance. It's a very green and green fragrance, and it's a fougère, no surprise there. But the first time I smelled it, it immediately, reminded me of Creed's Bois de Portugal. However, I am someone who does not like Bois de Portugal because it smells very, I don't know, it comes off as very dry and one dimensional to me. Sorry if you love that fragrance, but it's just not for me. However, the moment, like I said, I got a sample of Targhee Forest with my, Bon Monsieur, and the moment I smelled that fragrance, it was a immediate love for me. And this unlike Boa de Portugal, Targhee Forest comes off as very natural to me, and very lush compared to that being very dry. Anyhow, outside of that, this has a lot of notes, and I don't know. It takes the the particle DNA and elevates it, is what I'll say, and it has notes. The most dominant note here being pine. Other than that, of course, there is oakmoss, which is a signature to Rogue Perfumery, and fir, juniper, patchouli, and musk are some of the notes I detect. And I think it is the juniper that gives this fragrance, you know, that lushness which is missing from Bois de Portugal. Just my opinion. And also, there is something, although it's not a listed note, there is something camphorous in there. uh, I'll tell you what effect that has. So first of all, I'll tell you this, that the scent is fairly linear when compared to, you know, Bois de Portugal. It doesn't change much, but it is also a complex scent. So what happens is, the as you wear the fragrance, the only significant change that occurs in this fragrance is if once the fragrance dries down, it becomes a lot more powdery. I think that is what comes from the, you know, sorry, the cap is putting me off. That is what comes from the musk, and so, like I said, there is something camphorous in there. That is the effect it has on this fragrance. So that lushness that you get initially, it goes down somewhat, but yeah, it's still a powdery fragrance, but the scent profile remains the same. Outside of that, uh, the quality is like splendid. The blend is splendid, and one can tell that like, a great amount of love and care was put into making this fragrance. And of course, it was definitely, most definitely inspired by nature in general. Like I said, it smells very natural, to the point where I would say its naturalness, not the scent profile, keep in mind, just the level of naturalness. It compares to green Irish tweed, which is again one of the most natural smelling perfumes you can come across. And it is very foresty, and specifically like a pine forest after a good amount of rainfall. If you walk in a pine forest, this is what I imagine it would smell like. And it is a very, very versatile fragrance. I think anyone can wear it, assuming they are above 25, because this has a tendency to smell like perfumes from the yesteryears. So keep that in mind. Other than that, it can be worn anywhere, any time of the day, night, any season, perhaps except for the dead of winter. And like I said, they may be people that find this to be a bit smelling a bit of their father or grandfather or something like that. So because this is again taking inspiration from a lot of powerhouses from the 80s, but of course that DNA there has been tweaked like to a great degree. And I would say it's a very modern take on a Fougere DNA. Fougere DNAs in general, have a tendency to remind people of men they knew in their childhood. Anyway, outside of that, coming to the performance, I would say it's a decent performer. I wish it would last a bit longer on my skin. For me, it lasts about, at least I haven't had a full wearing with this bottle, but at least a sample that I finished off that lasted on my skin for about 6 hours or so, with moderate projection after about say 1.5 hours. And after that, the skin was a very, the perfume was a very skin scent till the end of its life. Yeah, it is an excellent signature scent for any man, and of course, very office safe. Just that I wish it lasted a bit longer. As for me, it is a perfect fragrance, I'd say. I mean, outside of the performance department, but yeah, excellent for the office, excellent signature scent, very classy, very upscale. And I would say it leans a bit formal, so be careful what you wear it with. Maybe not, unless you have that personality, I wouldn't say wear it with t shirt and jeans or something like that. But yeah, if you're a bit serious in nature, I think you can pull it off even then. So yeah, that's about it. A quick review on Targhee Forest on by Rogue Perfumery. Excellent fragrance. Go try it out sometime. Maybe in my top 10 fragrances of all time. I have to rethink that list once. Uh, Both of these are fantastic. I look forward to trying Fougere, and I think there is a cheap Siam and Mousse Lemonade. I think these are the three I want to try out. It's just a pain to procure these fragrances in India and generally outside of the US. That is a huge downside of this house. Outside of that, yeah, fantastic fragrance. The cap can be improved, the box can be improved, but I don't really care about all that. So that's about it. Peace out. Like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching, of course.